One of the things that we will see is that there's a lot of different ways to say the same angle. So let's look over here at this picture. What do you notice? Well, this angle right here is being measured at 45 degrees, right? But it's also being measured in a negative direction as negative 315 degrees. And remember, a full circle is 360 degrees. And if we take 350 degrees and subtract 315 degrees, what do we get? Oh, well, that's really just 45 degrees. Those two angles land in the same spot. And what about this 405 degrees? Well, that's bigger than 360 degrees. So if we subtract off a full circle, 360 from 405, guess what we get? Well, we're just landing on 45 degrees on that same spot again. So we've gone a full circle and then landed right back on the 45 degrees. So we would say that 45 degrees, negative 350 degrees, and 405 degrees are all coterminal angles, meaning the terminal side of their angle lands in exactly the same spot. Coterminal angles. Well, how can I determine how to graph an angle by finding its coterminal angle? Well, it's actually pretty easy. To find a coterminal angle between 0 and 360. Now, we always want to be between 0 and 360 because those are the angles on the unit circle is between 0 and 360. So, to find something, what you're going to do is you're going to add or subtract 360 degrees if the angle is in degrees, or 2 pi radians if the angle is measured in radians, repeatedly until you get an angle that's between 0 and 2 pi radians or 0 and 360 degrees. So let's give this a try. Let's look and see. Can we find an angle between 0 and 360 degrees that is coterminal to each of these angles? Notice that all of these are much bigger or much smaller than 360 degrees. So how do I do this? Well, I'm going to take the angle 750 and I'm going to subtract 360 degrees and I am going to get 390 degrees. Stop. Is 390 between 0 and 360? It is not. So we're going to subtract 360 degrees again, and we will get 30 degrees. So 30 degrees is the angle between 0 and 360 that is coterminal to 750 degrees. So if I want to graph 750, I'm just going to graph 30 and loop around twice and then go to 30. That's all we do. Let's try 1,440. So what are we going to do? We're just going to subtract 360 degrees repeatedly. So 1440 minus 360 is 1080 degrees minus 360 because that's surely not smaller than 360. Well, we're down to 720 degrees, still not smaller than 360, so we'll do it one more time. And that gets us down to 360 degrees. Well, wait a minute. Isn't that just 0? Well, it sure is. So it looks like 1440 is just 0 degrees. That's interesting. Fun one. All right, now what if the angle is negative? Would subtracting 360 from a negative number get me closer to 0? No, it wouldn't. So what do I need to do? If it's a negative number, then I need to add 360 until I'm at a positive number between 0 and 360. So 885 plus 360 is negative 525. Add another 360. That's going to get me to negative 165. Now we're tempted to stop here, but remember we want a positive measure because we want to go counterclockwise like we're normally used to. So let's add 360 degrees one more time here. And that is going to get us to the angle 195 degrees. So we really want to be thinking 195 degrees, a little bigger than 180, and that's the angle we're looking